received a comment from one of my subscribers about knitting using 3 or 4 colors, so today I will try to show you everything I know on that topic. These are the punch cards that I will use in this tutorial. The letter G means that this is a 3 or 4 color pattern. The letter A means that this is the first half of the pattern. The letter B is for the second card. According to the Deco manual, we have to set the needles and the pushers as shown in the last diagram and set the Deco device to 2. On the right side of the card you will see a column with letters. Each letter represents a color. In my case, A is for green, B is for red and C is for yellow. So you have to change the colors in that sequence. It will be easier if you thread the machine in that order. First I will rotate the racking handle into its lowest position and I will attach the card reader in the middle. Now I will raise 40 needles on the front bed. Place the edge springs on the last working needles. Raise 40 needles on the back bed. You have to observe the needle rule. Set both locks to N and the stitch size to 4.5. Now insert the orange strippers and take the first color yarn. I will make a racking cast on. I use it when I'm making test pieces because it's easy to make. I will knit 10 rows to make a border. You have to follow your garment instructions. Don't forget to support me by liking the video. Now set the front lock to BX. Then set the back lock to BX and press both arrow keys. You can also knit with the lever set to N. I will show you the difference in the end of the video. Now raise pushers under all working needles on the front bed. The back lock is set to BX, so I have to raise pushers on the back bed and arrange them in 1-to-1 division. That should give me a bird's eye effect on the back side of the fabric. Double check the order of the colors and if everything is okay you can insert the punch card into the reader. Through the left viewfinder you will see the row count and through the right one you will see the color that you have to knit with. When you are using the Deco device, always push the trip cam for the row counter to the left as far as it can go. Slide the Deco device to the right, attach it to the front lock and set it to 2. Check the colors once again. Now start knitting in the sequence written on the card. 2 rows with the first color, 2 rows with the second one and 2 rows with the third one. This color changer can't change between 3 colors automatically, so you have to select the color manually each time. My color changer needs some kind of adjustments, but I will show you how I'm changing the colors in a minute. Nobody knows, you may have the same problem. If you get lost and you're not sure how to continue, look through the left viewfinder. I'm on row count 60. Now look through the right viewfinder. You have to knit 2 rows with the first color. When you're using a punch card with 3 or 4 colors, you have to change the color every 2 rows. Now you can see how I'm changing the colors. I always have 2 buttons pressed. That's the way it is working for me. I'm holding the button under the eyelet that I'm currently using and I'm pressing the button for the next color the machine has to take. If I press only the button for the next color, both eyelets will pop up. This is what card 20A looks like. The other half of the pattern is on card 20B. If you knit it with the back lock set to N, the piece will be longer because the machine would knit more rows on the back bed. Now you can see them side by side. Of course, you have to make a test piece for each part of your garment before knitting it. And now let's get creative. That is a 4-color card from Passap magazine. If you want to use it, you have to separate the colors in a way that one row on the punch card contains only one color. After each row, you have to add an additional one in which you have to punch the rest of the holes and you have to knit it with the background color. I will upload a video with a better explanation soon. That's what the card should look like. I will leave a link so you can download and inspect it. I have split it into 2 halves so I can print it out. You can see my 2 cards. I thought that if I color the rows I will be able to see them through the viewfinder. But that's not how the Deco device works. You have to write down the sequence on a sheet of paper. By the way, there is no sequence here because you have to take different colors each time. The thing here is that when you insert the card you can't see the color that you have to knit with because the viewfinder doesn't show the row that you are currently knitting. Now we have to knit with red yarn, but the pushers aren't arranged for the row that the viewfinder is showing. You have to feed the card 6 rows more. Now the pushers are arranged for the first row, but the color on the viewfinder is not the right one. So you have to insert the DIY cards until the reader selects the pushers for the first row, then use your list to see the color that you have to knit with. That's what works for me at this moment. I can't wait to read your ideas and suggestions. Can you name something that could be improved? That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you in my next video.